Hello, all. Sorry, just a tad late. Had a phone call literally right when I was setting up and had to hear that real quick. This was set up, but it leaked out. So apparently, don't know why. One thing I have that's up to that my word. Always when you have a setup like mine, it just leaves a whole bunch of cords and not always easily instantly distinguished. There. So by completing all the vast stuff, we do get an immediate vast quest to do that we can do and start. I wasn't sure because, like I said, there's going to before with the beast tribes of Eorzea, the ASQs all have a meeting point quest where they use stories in some way. I just didn't know that would happen so soon. We'll do it as monk. Okay. It's a shame that Isleshire is rather rough as a starting point, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go do the math since I unlocked it. Hold on, I'm stupid. Let me go dump some stuff on my summoning bell that I didn't. No idea what this Pneumite is. And no reason to keep it on me. I think, but I do know it could sell for a lot. Best stack up on Gil now because I might need it. Let's see. MPNEU. There we go. What? Oh, it's untradeable. Well, shit, if it's untradeable, I don't want to get rid of it. That's especially true. Like, holy shit. How did I keep these fish? You know what? Oh, I just got that. That sync to me? Or have I just not equipped it? I just realized that's why this is in my inventory. I need to go dump some stuff. Like, in a different way than what I'm talking about here. I don't know why I was I think some of these I wanted to keep for other reasons, but I did the ranking. So far, my opinions are fishing, this one. This one. Herbalist, this one. Fishing, ARR. Herbalist, ARR. And then finally, on the rock fucking bottom, miner. Let me get, yep, I am completely full. Alright. Oh, Scalic bottoms of healing. I got, oh no. Fuck, no. These, sure, I don't need those. I accidentally bought them. Holy shit, those are worth a lot of seals. See, this is why I don't really care about picking up seals all that much nowadays. That looks nice, but it's not anything I think I'd want at the moment. Nope. Nimian Royal Marine Codex. Codex Estrada. I'll keep that. That could be good Dark Knight gear. I don't know. Nope. Charlian Nerd gear is a thing, but I'm not giving a single shit for it. Try those on. Those are fine enough gloves, I just don't want them. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just getting for the Charlian shit. Let's see those boots. Boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over. Yeah, okay, I flat out, literally every fucking, earring should just be booted from here. But, I'll do that after. Actually, no, you know what? Yeah, no, let's do item type. Need to get rid of a bunch of these. You would be an absolute piece of shit if hold on. You know what I should be doing? I'm so stupid. I have a seal booster. I haven't used it in forever. I'm missing out on so many seals. I'm gonna be turning in so many of these goddamn things. I didn't save it. I might change up that portrait just a little, try to make it so my hands, they really do blend in with my hands. Dimsel Magic Tech Gem Hadas. They were good for what they need. Oh, that's right. Those should be in my fucking... So stupid. Yeah, okay. Give me a moment to yeet this into the one thing where it should have been, but I was dumb and I forgot to actually put it in there. Hellish Claws, Halcyon Rod. There's a lot of things I need to fucking put away here anyways. None of those things. None of those things. Hats are mostly safe. Miner's Shirt. Store. Honest Doublet. Store. Fisher's Shirt. Store. What level is that? 50? I'm gonna see if this is better than what I'm being given. What for starter, Black Knight, Dark Knight gear. If it's not, guess where it goes. Oh, I already have those. Okay. I don't care if these are script bounded a little bit. Off they go. Oh. No. I might want to. I'll keep the Ikato wrist gloves on me at all times because those are actually useful. Minor slops. Honest slops. I do believe I have everything I need to. Just go ahead and make myself some Fisher and Minor glams, and I'll just, you know, honestly, I think I'll buy the top I want. I've been wanting next time I'm at a place. Oh, that's right. I already have those. So I'll go ahead and sell the. Why did I make those? Oh, probably because I wanted. Can't sell them though. So I guess I'll turn those in. I'm pretty sure they count, so. And when I eventually make one of my own of that top, that's what I'll put up online into the marketplace. So someone else can buy it when they want it and don't want to make it. Or can't because it's hard to get the fucking mats. I'll keep that. That might be useful to have for. I don't know if that's good or not, but really super good or not. Before I go anywhere. Let's actually edit the glamour plate for my monk. Sorry, friend. Yeah. First of all, they just blend perfectly. This is honestly a great outfit. The booty shorts near perfectly match the dark tone of the undershirt. And a legging and armor fits well with the flame aesthetic. From the back, it almost looks like I've got Ifrit's claws jutting out of the armor. We are supposed to be getting new dyes, aren't we? I don't know. I wonder what those will do. Hey, I'll do all that stuff offline. Right now, time to bun some crap. It's those spectacles. So I got rid of the thing I had too much of in general. So let's go ahead and, well, actually, while I'm here, since I have the thing I paid for, I really don't need a single one of these earrings. If it doesn't have a neat design for my character to wear, and none of them are worth it because, of course, my character has, you know, horns that make it impossible to see the earrings 9 times out of 10. So it's just a worthless thing on my character. Someday I will get to the point where this stuff stops being useful or starts being useful again. But until then, it's not currently being used by a thing. I don't need to keep it, I think. Like exorcist ring. What? I thought I got rid of all you. Stubborn motherfuckers. I like Inquisitor's bracelets and all that. I will leave that stuff. Okay. Yeah. It's been there. These ones aren't worth much COIs, but it might as well get rid of a bunch of the early crap. I don't need it. Oh, whoa. These stay though. I really should have put the pugilist ring in a... Do I have it? Actually, search route. It is already in the armory chest, so I don't need it. Okay, wait, just to be clear. This is the armory chest. Yeah, okay, never mind. gonna put it away, but I want to keep it because it might make a good accessory for a thing. I feel like those always make decent starter accessories. Farm goggles, farm jack boots. It is pretty much mostly just out of laziness here that I'm not doing more than this. Boots, gloves, this kit, tricorn. Yeah, that's the one I made. It is interesting that it needs 3 of them. Nothing extra for it? Oh well. Storm Carrier's Ring. Oh, I have that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Okay. There we go. Da, da, da. There we go. I could have gotten a lot more out of that, but let's just check. What do I have? Seal slot. Rapidly shooting up. Would have been even more if I had done it earlier, but eh. Yeah, a lot of these things like potash are needed to make stuff. Heat, 1 slice, 1% only. How use it on island sanctuaries. Admiral portrait. Oh, fucking course, I want one of those. Hold on. Before I do that, though, let's see if I've got. Obtain. Left to obtain. Well, there's those if I want them, but I'm gonna grab the Admiral portrait, add to my estate when I have the time. Like hell, I would not. Portrait of the Admiral. Hold on. How could I forget to actually equipping it? Oh, again. Hold on. I want an adventure plate. This one was my plate for a long time. I think I'll still leave it that way, but for now. Actually. Do I? Aha. I forgot my horns. Anyways, yeah, I think I want to keep Dragoon, at least for this. I was actually going for portrait, but plate first. I feel like I want to update this. There we go. Now it doesn't look like my hand is going in there. There we go. Portrait. I like the general, what's going on here. Standing. I'd like to try to find a way to make it look like I'm pouncing on someone, but I can't make that work. That works. That works well enough, I think. Oh, I think I'm going to swap this out for something else. Background. They're a fiery thing. I want something fiery. Etheric red. Dude, that changes things. Oh, that changes things. Yeah. Okay, it's burnt. I like it. It's neat. It goes along with the flame aesthetic I'm going for. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. The first thing I want to do before I pick up any quests is the Voss, so we'll go there. Boop, boop. The button I was looking for. System configuration? No, why do I keep automatically going there? Execute. Oh, okay. My full message was not heard. Oh well. Very... Apparently I said very bad typo. When you actually hit me instead of N and get 15 reports sent in. Oh, that's hilarious. I think I for you, my dude, apparently got more people fucking I meant run. I caught more people's attention by my typo. Oh my fucking god. Ah. I thought I had it fucking written out properly. Let's see. Try streaming my... Oh my fucking god. If anybody here shows up for about that, I'm sorry. Please don't report me because of my fucking... Oh, I fucking had... That's just embarrassing. That is legit embarrassing. Huh. There we go. Great job, me. I first time do it. I fucking. What did I say about VTubers being cringe? Yeah, shocking twist for. Oh my god, I am. Oh, I am embarrassed, but also that's really fucking funny. I'm like, oh my god, if I haven't caught that live, oh my god, oh my god. I fucking should have clipped that. That's hilarious. I will go since that shouldn't hard to be properly clipped, but I'm going ahead and clip this moment here as a reminder to go in and properly clip it in post. Yeah, it might not fully come across because again, and if I can't get the entire thing, I'll just fucking make 2 clips and edit the goddamn thing together. What the? Oh, God, fuck you. There, asshole. You were fully fucking. I hate this. There. Sorry. Things go from fucking me thinking, oh man, that's funny, to getting and I should clip that too. I'm fucking infuriated at goddamn. See, before that was a comically bad fuck up. In fact, hold on. No, shut up. Stop. Let me I hate that. I get why it happens. I was trying to use the side scroll button to do it instead. The scroll for this. If you're interested, I'm currently streaming my run. Wait, hold on. Did I mute this? Fuck. Hold on. Basically, you missed one line about how they're thrilled with thriving and more people are. Oh no, wait, that's literally it. I haven't. Oh god, I thought I. Oh no, I'm just. No, I didn't even click for the first one. God, I'm so fucking out of discombobulated. Not that I'm all that put together normally. I'm a fucking moron. Just Jesus, like that mistake is just.
Oh no!
It just.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Yeah. Big man, so alright. It wasn't a simple thing I screwed up. Our colony tribes, master. Our new brothers and sisters are inspired of those beings in your generous help. Now seek tutors to become adventurous selves. To seek me as one who learned from you. I know what you know. I'm no good with these things. No. Good at all. So those words come out strange, but still wanted to see you too. I think you can tell you better than I. We'll finish math off to get that extra bit of EXP and go start monk. Kind hunter, good hunter, you've contributed to our humble hive more than you know. That's me, I'm truly grateful. We are truly grateful. Never and I know it's not strength. Yes, we certainly would do all this project to hold it under one mind, but. The older mind doing knows our strength, so you would always have to keep them all under one mind, but there will always be ways, those who stray, there would always be vast. More vast means more individuals, those with different minds and feelings, we cannot hope to agree on everything. Even if it leads us to clash amongst ourselves, it is worth our freedom. Trials to preserve our existence. May I tell us, we don't forget those who joined us in struggle. Those when we were linked to know now, which is strength odds, you hunter. Yes, your brothers and sisters. Wow. Okay, so literally that was just me capping off the story. Bloodsworn. I can never show my face on Limpsa again. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What a fucking thing to fuck up. Okay. Hold on. Doesn't this let me get a bunch of these? Wait, this is only for getting me a set of armor. No, okay, I do can't use it to get other stuff too. But mainly it's about getting this Ganath armor. Holy shit. That's neat. That's neat. What the? Oh, I could have just spent money on it, but like, why would I wind up Nath? he will obey. Wind up Vath. Speak first, so he will follow you everywhere. Kagamoto whistle. And Nathic lamp tree outdoors, so I can't use it. No point in buying it. Wow, that was just fucking embarrassing. Well, can't like whistle use someone a Nath train Kagamoto. First of all, let's look at our new minion. We'll see if he's a favorite, and we want to stick around forever and ever. This those who made an Attribution 1 for its facial expression. And when two gravers draft consonants that create a lack of individuality, however, most the color is clothing said enough. Oh, I wonder if the Vast one is independent. That would be funny. Raised is carried by the stick peddler. Egg for egg, lead near the ranks. Come on, lava, spin, or life. During which it springs sprout force and takes the sky. I carefully craft that message and I still fuck up. God damn. That one is gonna fucking haunt me. Even more so since I'm going to fucking. What? I can't fumigate? Boo. I'd like to make him spin. Kagamoto you gave me is lame, man. I'm expecting something that could spin through the skies. That would have been funner. I think I want it on my minion randomized list. I just don't want it. Mouse is being extra troublesome right now. Give me a moment. Am I still muted? God damn it. Anyways, we're done and we're now heading off to pick up Monk. I had briefly dipped back into... I can't believe I did that again so soon after doing it once. We headed back to the city states and I couldn't stop myself. I poked my head in the limbs. Everyone had moved on, but many of the people were still there. It was a horribly embarrassing moment. That is going to absolutely be... If anyone is there next week when I come back for more, it's gonna... Oof. Oh, Windows sounds. The funniest part is, if anyone doesn't remember that what happened the next time, you're just gonna be confused about what do you mean you fixed the typo. It is in many ways. Oh, that's right, Goldsmith. I thought he was in the Miners Guild. All right, Professor, I'm ready for you to tell me whatever it is that leads me on the path to monkeying up further. And those claws do be waggling when you run. Street magic. I like that name. The legend continues. Then for a mutual friend, they would be last to admit it. Actually, I think I'm gonna need to take a break in a few moments. I need to do 2 or 3 things. But so I'll be back in a moment. I forgot to post to the announcement online as well. So I'll be back real quick. Hey, I hate when it's... Hold on. I need to fix the tiny thing that's happened that breaks... I have no idea why this bullshit piece of garbo does this. Doesn't do anything positive, but it does, and it pisses me off. Basically, sometimes when I open something up and fit too close to the other screen, the marker between screens, this game will pop up. I'm just running through the posting thing. Professor Eric is concerned for a mutual friend, so it would be last a minute. Yeah, goddammit, hold on, I need to clear my... Ah, Haru! It's of time is impeccable as ever. Mine was never quite so... Ah, Haru, its sense of timing is quite impeccable. As ever, the of mine was never quite so reliable. But worry not, for chat. Fuck, it's quite easy for someone as blind as you. I didn't know what all he said, but I know what he talks like. Yes, comes as any surprise, but my words are chuckle short with the oath. Oh, it's our friend, alright. Been made to those more life and minutes, he now expands his on a more constructive namely. Rebuilding his water, the fish of Raga. Indeed, they on his wrath, he teaches it with both his charisma and zeal. Clearly, my number to the tutor has rubbed off on him. Sure. For the test you do, take more weeks my thought, you are doubtless saying false. You know what I'm fierce at research, and so the triumph it was. I mean, I don't know, there might have been follow-up research you wanted to do. Sure, I may have needed your time for work in the future, but for now. However, I still wish to go and see how what I got fares. You tell you what's will perish is not. So the past, you will be worried about him though. It may not have occurred to you yet. And they're telling you what you need to do to alleviate that worry. The change skill set Revenant Soul, what's that? You need, off you go then. We'll stop by on Revenant Soul. Before Torden's Reign. I'm tempted to hit that one up, but you know what? I'll knock it off on the list. I'm probably not gonna do it because it's extreme, but No longer a collectible. There are proposition for one as accomplished as you. They are also accomplished by us, you're right. That's your artificial aetherical reduction. It doesn't break down items since you're supposed to base ethereal commands or something to that effect. The process is immediately for a lament explain. Come on, so it's one a mass disciple of Master Murix. I'll tell you more. But why do you have to be on the roof? And this would be the students he's got. These ones have done well enough. They've even got the gear. And I believe these are the two we were seeing in that portrait, so they must be the really important ones. But they look like they're facing each other in a spar. And Witterguts has just stylized his bare torso because, mostly bare torso, because he, literally gave us the shirt off his backs. I do appreciate that stays his costume. We see him again. Haru, it has been a while. What brings you here? Slap a pair of glasses on him and he'd actually kind of look like, Hildy. I just noticed. A more muscular Hildy, but still. Thank you. But it doesn't matter why you came. I'm glad for your visit. I began teaching and desired to observe our way to impart our art to a new generation. Still, though I myself still have much to learn. But few proofs now, but slowly the numbers grow. Some of you, the crews who show you great promise. Perhaps you could assist their training? Ochaka. There we go. The Zinsa Ochaka. Has someone new joined? Hey, well, not a new people, an old one. First and foremost, she has long surpassed me. Haru is her name. Today you will train under her supervision as an excellent opportunity. Go to the usual place to make ready. Always wanted to have a seen you. See you in a bit, Haru. Wait, just continue, sir. She fears herself sometimes, but she has a good heart. She'll be honored for your watchful gaze, Haru. Two are abandoned by the pants. One day they came and begged me to teach them. Very dedicated. Very quickly did it learn. Every day is fulfilled. But come, let us go on the training ground and meet me at south east of Revenant's Toll. No, you know what? We're stopping by our good friend Yoshi P. And oh, not Yoshi P? Must be related to Yoshi P though. Alice is counting pink lenses at one of her regulars. Yeah. Greetings, her. Dunbard has been getting phone at the door for days. It will return for the 7-7. Please be so kind to indulge the suffering fool and favor him with one of your epic tales. His run drive this morning and only draft of your most excellent adventuring vintage, just like his creative thirst. That's a fun way of putting it. Alright, Mr. Bard, you're shippy. Again, I fucking love this excuse for the extremes and hards. Oh, I must have mortals grasp for godly might, the failing name of king and knight. It is the lawful will that holy will meet fresh steel, and it was a and since was high divinity, like the in the knee. Truly excellent lyrics. Do you have a testament of your triumphs? If any smaller undertaking with the details, I can't have up the proper picture without a certain measure of embellishment. Bards. Yep. Thankfully, this one's not associated with the quest or anything, so I can do it at some later date. At the bonfire? Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, I'll go there later. Alright, what else? What you got to show me? No dedicated split fitting. My halls for our own people. My pupils train wherever they can. Perhaps I'd have you demonstrate your abilities attendance and she waits you to the northeast. It doesn't look too far, so I'll just run over it. I'm very out of practice with using a Pokemon style coin for coin flipping, or even a regular coin. I haven't done it since I played Pokemon as a kid, and I'm not now, but I have it because it works with the D2. Plus, I can use it in Commander for when I just need to decide who I'm going to attack when I can't attack any of the free. If it's free people, I'll just roll D6 and choose 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1 to one person, 2 free 4 to another, and then so on. Man, I'm waiting for you, Master. Thanks, Master. Oh well. Oh, you are strong. I was feeling good about myself. It's a big old place, isn't it? So you're going to trade Chaconet, huh? The Chaconet? He's going to be so impressed. I'm thinking 20. We can each other since they were on. I'll take it there. Shouldn't be that far south. Dice are a great fidget device. Now, admittedly, the best fidget device is if I could get one of those full metal, cast metal die that are spinners. Hurry, shall turn on your skills. I'm eagerly awaited your coming, Miss Charles, and that tells me I'm in for a treat. Then so much as bat an eyelid. It's in anticipation of your demonstration. Please begin whenever you're ready. Thunderclap. I do enjoy the name of that. There we go. Big XP. Here is since such claim to be, even though Master said so, I didn't believe anyone could be stronger than him. Best riches offer. It's like I said you would. And I've never been so excited. I'm sure that everything Bashar knows. Everything! Me too, Chanka. With her help, we badly become stronger than we never dared hope. Oops. God damn it, accidentally fucking. What about the explanation of 4-point theory? Boy, what do you want? That was Master Radio. I accidentally skipped over. They were punch nerding out. Got yesterday's episode done. Some minor shit happened, and so stuff I was gonna do today ended up being pushed back to tomorrow, which will impact the editing, but not as badly since I take that day off anyways. Master, are you alright? You have not come to harm. We're fine, Master. If you were worried about what happened. They just came. That morning, 6 thieves were the same as ours. I was mean to say they were monks, but I thought there were no others beside ourselves. Alongside the massacre, alongside that, there should be no, this sensation. New fastest man, new charter now, and yet it's unlike I've ever fought before. Can't say we cited some famous battle, wasn't it? Met outside for Tear Skies, beneath one shark gonna open here. Last hour, I'm planning to think something else was the cause. Let's return to rest. I must rest. One of the people I had down in MTT night has one of those, and I only got to spin it once, but man, it was took everything it could to not to spin it as hard as possible, because that thing will keep going for a long fucking time. It's great. The pain is subsided. The hymns right after that's massmen who fight as we do. They are monks of this side, Sorton. I held them off, but a sudden pain rocked my body as though I was pierced through. I fell to my knees. When next I was there, my senses were gone. It looked like fled when they heard you were coming. I felt it was not unlike a chakra, but neither is the seventh chakra. The seventh chakra? What could it possibly be? I'm not. I was asked someone more than me, for Thurk. He versed in the history of Outdoor. Perhaps you can find more information. Shenka, return to your training. Parks, maybe it was power, so. Yes, if I learn anything, I'll let you know. Na, 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 na. Yep. These are every 2 levels. Na, 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 na. I could have sworn I was already on 53. I guess I was on 52 the entire time. And I just misread it. Oh well. Form shift. Form shift stuff. Flying execution of weapons outright. Certain form without being in that form. Actually, the executed action can also be done. Everybody else is wearing an apologetic expression. So it's good that you come after that for the technical experience. I have not heard him since. I wonder if he's gone. He's a busy man. Why not now? Yeah, perhaps you're not my fuel strain again? Doesn't send a chuck about press for you. Swigger your powers to heroes. Now they want you to teach them. My heroes are trying to west. Let us go there. Yeah, wait. I thought I was at 53, but that was my fault. I've mostly been ignoring monks since I got it up to 50. It's on purpose, but he's one of mine. He's been badly eaten. Who did this? Monks, I guess. That outrage made to pay me, sister. They cannot be far. Same kind of outfit, but a different one. They're the ones, sister. But there are more at large. So anyway, see this, lot to know. Can you give me chase? Come on, buds. Let's go. Hey, sister. Yeah, I'll clean these guys up for you. Hey. Okay. We almost have them all. The end of the sequence is always the most powerful, so. Follow Williams. He went to. Ah, okay. It's like, oh, mark the foam on. It was. I didn't see it for the blue. I'll take that little bit of EXP. You get me? Don't need to. So, mind stepping away? They now have their own uniforms, and one of them is matching perfectly in hue in the other one. And the thing says it's just a color flip. I believe something might be up here. Beware, Haru. These two are not what they seem. Here too long, any longer we wouldn't have a place to return to. There's no video for its only life we know. Until now, there'll be nothing left for us. And we had no choice. Now, prepare yourself. Sure you did. Don't think they're in this, yet you keep apparently pleading to make us understand. Sounds like you. It's sweet. If it's nothing personal, then you wouldn't need to say a fucking word. It's about 20%. But why? How? Same for me. And today, sparing you. Yeah, we're sparing you, but no, that is not out of pity. We need you. That's all. Whatever justifications you need to spew. Like that, we are two sides of the same coin. Then you people like to not befriend to us. You guys still to nourish the shadow. I mean, that's okay. Wait. Wait. That's something. Completely unclear what the fuck, but yeah. There's ether. This pretty is a shadow chakra. A chakra of shadows. So, yep, that be happening. It turns out there is a dark alternate V for bind. Fuck you. Fuck you. I normally like your puns, but fuck you. That one's good. Fuck you. So yeah, I knew those two were gonna sack you. I thought it would last at least one more mission, but wow. Come with me, as it did before. Learn for you, yes. Yes, the way they hunt us into different trusts. It must be the way of their sect. Sim, the trail stands but there's no time for lamentation. I know not of existence. Very tries. We must learn all of it we can. Home with us. For what happened, I know not. For you have newfound power, and you must master it. Form shift. Yep. Leveling dungeons. Okay. What does form shift do and where should I put it? "30 seconds. Any additional effects associated with." There we go. There's something been waiting for me in Ishgard, calling to me for so long. And we will claim it. Apparently the Alexandrian gear can be even better, but I don't remotely have the stuff to quite get that yet. Augmented Shire Custodian Bracelet. Yeah, that's better than what I got. Like, only enough to get one, and let alone 2 of these, which are usually what you need to get. Boom. This is one I am 90% ignorant about. I have picked up 1 or 2 bits here and there for a long time. Story bits that were like, oh shit, that comes from this, I shouldn't ignore it. And so on and so forth. I have tiny little hints about something that might be involved here. I don't know. I don't know. Sure. Alright, so this lets me just use this shit and this shit infinitely. Oh shit. And that recharges quickly. Holy shit. Well, now I have a way of doing this whenever I'm chain classes. The same sacred tribunal. Is there anything expect like that? I mean, let's try the comparison. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We're gonna. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the stream announcement for anyone who's interested in watching someone do Dark Knight first. I've heard a lot of good things about it. User macros. Let's see. What's the difference between shout and yell? What is the difference with? Oh shit, I turned the one thing off. Put it on pause when I took the break and I read it. So it looks like we're gonna have this going on. The silence thing. I'm really curious about this. Say versus shout versus yell. Shout is for giving a gift. The shout is the entire zone. Oh well, I shouldn't have said on that. There were a couple of different times I was trying to get people's attention. I didn't realize that. I'll do yell. And it feels weird doing it now. It's like that. I'm currently. I've subscribed. Still in comparison. Play even the deepest pits of 7th. Shit, I should check to see if my Wondrous Tales have run. Especially since I'm going to be doing more of these. Yep. Broke Step Dragon and the. I like look. That's like yeah, we all do that. Oh wow, okay. Barely surviving what's coming at me. Ha 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 ha. I thought first. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Monk could just, especially Monk with this much level gear up, can just mulch room. Here they have Phlegma, but not Diz at this level. What is that? What class are they? Oh, Comic Flash is the. Oh, okay. I don't know which class that is, but I think that's one of the nerd classes. Oh, no, it's Sage, which, okay, yes, is in fact a nerd, but it's a nerd with a gun. No wonder I had no idea what's going on, especially with the newer stuff. What if it is the first run for any of these? Not, they're clearly still a Marauder, but it could just be leveling. Whoop, roll stuff, bloodbath. Whoop. That was my bad, honestly. Alright, X. Boop, boop. Yeah, speak level be awkward. It's definitely looks like it would be weird. Invisibility off my hotbar. Boop. See, this is why we don't fat finger your hotbars. Even if it is really convenient just to fucking hit the button. There she is. Even Sage at this time. Boop. They do. Boop. Boop. Something get the debuff. Boop boop. Good old AoE spam. But yeah, it says for Sun's first time run through. Okay, good. I'm gonna get something. I have 5 days until it expires. Always feels like people get through move faster than me. And how that don't have ED sustains yet. Increased can be all expected. No, neither of these are getting buffs from. Alrighty, let's see. Good chunk of the way through level S. Just from doing that. More importantly, since I'm actually doing the fucking dungeons again, it's a lot easier to rack these fucking things up. I'm six through. So let's shuffle them again, see if we can't get. Okay, I think that's a bit more favorable. I think it still requires I get 2. I don't like that. Sky citizen. Looks like that everyday life seems valid total in comparison. So you didn't see that trailer earlier? Your loss. I mean, the way that hair explained that slab of iron he got a sword was a sight to behold. A shield if you wanted to. So big had to keep 2 hands on it at all times. Was waiting to manage to keep up with the Dark Temple Knight for as long as he did. Probably even the deepest pits of the 7th style. Perhaps if I get his thoughts, wasn't sure what to make of it first, but I had someone say that he must be a Dark Knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't even know anything about it. Tell me more. You got there, man. We're saying outside the bloody tribunal. I'll keep quiet this while because I'm only gonna say this once. And there's the excuse for how, you start this class like all the others. You have to confirm it because, wow, Red Mage gave you every piece of equipment immediately. I can just get basic night gear here. Solar Dark Light, Night. Love the look of it. But I think I've already got some good shit to sub in, Should have high spirits for another hurricane then. Come on, just this. The moments he showed a thing of pain, there's no doubt mistaking the blood. When it can't stuck to his arm, shrinking in every limb of his body. Right up it was missed, her eyes with the blood was like dark and twisted. Sweet as a cow, holiday be praised. So that tonight, so pets God ran through. To say, man, right, was not meant to wield such hearts. Because he should have enough so not to hurt the lights shocking of dumping his corpse in the bruin. But in sunrise, he'll be stripped bare and lost over the walls. As though he never was, as though he never had this conversation. So yeah, that's why Dark Knights are a tank. And if there's a fucking vibe you got off that fucking conversation, I want you to understand what vibe that is. This fucker is channeling Berserk from Guts. Guts from Berserk. The other way around. Which is also why when the Arthur died, Dark Knights everywhere held a massive funeral for the writer of Berserk. In game. I wonder if this here was here the entire time. I just couldn't see it. Corpse laying there. Armor. Nah. I can see why someone would choose this as the perfect time to pick up. Choose. I said it's the perfect time. Choose the announcement of the trial at the perfect time to pick this class up, story-wise. Punchless as Temple Knights. If I was ever to do a pure roleplay character where I only picked up what's relevant, I honestly think I'd probably pick Dark Knight over Dragoon. For fun, that's more than fun enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. Yeah, sooner or later, come on. They're literally dumping his corpse so people could strip it. They consider dumping this guy, the corpse of a man they killed, possibly innocent of whatever crime they cooked up. We know that they do this all the fucking time, and just dumped his ass in the fucking room for the forest to take. Is that all it is? No more. Enough. Rise, look, do you see me now? Do you see? Haru. I fucking love this. Just that part alone makes me love this, because it adds a bit of it fucking, of having a character in text outright say her name like that. I don't know, that adds a lot. Thought you were fucking dead. I'm waiting for you to open your eyes. Really? Now? If it involves getting up in any way, it's gonna have to wait until after the scene. It's still gonna wait until after the scene. Wait for you to open your eyes. Wait, lift. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You alright? You're only sleeping sweating buckets beside. What? Name's Frey, by the way. And no, I'm not a heretic. I fucking passed out? And not only was this guy not dead, he fucking passed out? I can't get an eye drunk on a story of that. Stand upon his ass got the better of me. How about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. I do really like his get-up. I hope we get the actual thing. It looks good. I'd rather distress one besides. Please, someone, anyone. Yes, we need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you, before you get carried away. Within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. Quite healthy. But the crystal changes you. Gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however. Well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to look in the ways of Dark Knights. And I will. Someone needs help, and we've prevented. Because we need to take a handle of this new thing. In some ways it sounds similar to the Beast, but very different. I have some knowledge, though this is already playing out in a different way than I was expecting. I was not expecting him to be alive. Also, I wasn't expecting Frey to be this guy. I just knew there was a Frey involved. I know you're still in Screaming, so I'll keep this brief. We don't actually care what wit for prestige or pedigree, but ours to defend the weak and punish guilty as we see fit. See how that could easily go wrong? And they sort of give a name. Those souls of cowards to escape. We have no need of shields of figurative or literal. Here, my blade is yours. My soldiers are your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Dark Knight unfucking locked. Are you afraid of the... We're going to the... Or hunt board. What the fuck? We're going back to the board room. Summoning... No. No. I'm dumb. Armor. I can't use this anymore anyways. Alright, so... Why are we here? Just got a new piece of gear I think I want to use. Well, first, actually, we're gonna stop and I'm gonna trip to near everything. Nearly everything. Let's see what starting gear I'm looking at the Dark Knight. What? Blood gauge. This one makes the defensive stance crit is in effect, which increases you view the day. So yes, that's the tank. Alright. Let's see. Attack with potency of 1. Attack. Home fields. Combos off hard slash. Unleash. Okay, well that needs to be swapped immediately. Attack with potency. Restores own HP. Restores MP. This one uses MP. I can literally heal my... The base attack, weapon attack, actually goddamn... Well, okay, it's a combo bonus, but still. It gives me heals from using on its own. God damn, that's metal as fuck. Unmend. Deals extra damage with potency of 150. Increase damage. Unleash. Deals unexpected damage to all nearby enemies. There's our... oh, that's reprisal. I recognize that. Oh, hey, interject. An ability I have literally never used successfully, and I honestly don't know how. Blow. Unmend. So I get an AoE here. This is surprisingly fucking bereft of abilities. Oh, no. No. Okay. Oh, I've still got a bunch of adamantite ore. And these. Whoops. It's... Yeah, I'll let them sit. I don't need to do something like that. And this. God, okay. I think I need to do an inventory sorting soon. Right. Well, this looks fine. I'm going to fucking add some stuff. Oop. No glamour plate time. Dark Divinity Hakarad. Bath Thorax. Ganath Head. Or, I don't know why I said Vast when it's clearly Ganath. Ganath, Abdomen. And glamour plates. Well, here's the Dark Knight. Not Monk. Dark Knight. Hey, look at that. I already have good weapons to use. Honestly, it honestly works pretty fucking well. Lockhart. Good for if you're going for simple. I want something glowy and red. Until then, I think I'm gonna actually use this. For all it's got that goofy little top, it's the rest of it is a fucking peak Dark Knight edge. Hold on, what? I'm starting at what level? 30? Dark Knight starts where? Huh? I didn't notice this is a level 30 job. Why did Dark Knight start at 30 and Red Mage? Huh. I guess when was Red Mage added? I'm actually severely curious here. I thought Red Mage was a Heavensward job. Oh, it's a Stormblood job, and I just started and I didn't realize this was a Stormblood job. The first bits do start in Heavensward. I just didn't realize. Wow. Okay, I never realized that. Oh shit. Hello. I didn't see you post there for a moment there. Hello. Poison Muffin. Sorry about that. I was just being suddenly baffled by this shit. Oh, that reminds me. Now that I'm not an important story cutscene, I can start the classic bit. See, I used to have a thing that would ding me when someone first time chatted, but I haven't been using it a bit. Oh, you were the tank. Really like your aura. I feel like that should be for obvious reasons why I would like your aura. Anyways, where is it? A couple different things I could go for outfit-wise. I do not know as much about how this game works as I thought I did, because I thought all the Heavensward jobs started at level 50, not level 30. So I'm actually very surprised about this. I also thought Red Mage was a Heavensward job. If you don't know what this one is, Dark Knight. I've heard a lot of good stuff about the storyline on this one. This one's 30. Ah, yeah. I didn't know that. it's not like I'm unfamiliar with the game. While this is my first playthrough, I did watch someone play all the way up to point one, the point one patch of Endwalker. But I missed stuff here and there. He didn't get to this when I was watching it, and I guess I just never actually paid attention to people, him starting the classes at this point. That the ones he did, which was Last Religion. I don't think I remember paying attention to what level he actually started at. Anyways, where is it? I just added one, I think would look nice. I just got the Ganath gear, but it added in here, but where is it? Oh. No? Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level... Ah, there we go. Curious if this looks good as Dark Knight gear. Yeah, okay, that explain it. I'm aware of some of the things they changed. Like, I know that, you know, it was only 10 down instead of... Sorry, 20. I get why, since, you know, they just made it fit the ARR leveling scheme. Much like I know they changed it so that you only get one, that after Stormblood, old jobs don't get new, was it Stormblood or Shadowbringers? One of those two. New jobs don't get, storylines. Instead, they just get a role storyline. Old jobs don't get storylines. New jobs get one storyline. But... Sam there, Ganath Aben. Yeah, I just got these outfits and I was like, actually, you know, the Ganath look could work great as a Dark Knight gear. Let's see. Don't normally like fully covered helmets, but ooh. Do kind of like that. Do kind of like that. But we're gonna go with this. I actually think especially like the wing-esque cape, actually. That real well with the Dark Knight shtick, I think. Can't use that one. I also can't even use that one, but if I could, I think I'd actually use this. Fits the color scheme better. That being said, I'm probably gonna ditch the helmet and just use the rest of it. I don't normally like covering my character's head with the helmet, even if I do like the looks of a lot of the helmets. I might swap it on. But yeah, I don't know if I'll keep this as my Dark Knight glam, but I like it. Oh, I should probably also include this stuff too, but it's not like it ever actually shows up on the character. Anyways, I keep forgetting to actually do this and start the timer. But, I have a spin wheel thing that goes off every hour. It went off during the cutscene of starting this, and I didn't want it to distract from that, so, yeah, I get that. I tend to have a few I stick with. The only one that I haven't really changed much is my warrior glam, because I really like it. Which I'll show off in a moment once I get my gear set symbol into this spot. No, don't make this... How do I... Oh, right. I forget how that works every time because of how much time it is between me starting a new one. There we go. This is the only one that's mostly unchanged, just because I really like the look of it. I am thinking about changing it a little, but it's more like just a slight shift than anything. My current ninja. Yeah, I have a few of these extra special showy glam transformations. I got the Maelstrom gear, Dragoon, Black Mage, which is just the Black Mage gear you get from Heavensward, of course. But dyed a light color to go along with how I handled White Mage, which was dyeing it to a dark color. You can tell I'm a big fan of purple. Red Mage, of course, gets red, though. I really like this outfit, especially with the addition of one or two pieces from the that one Valentine's Day outfit. And my monk, which you saw, was entirely based on this thing I got from the big Mog event. Yeah, the one they do every time there's shortly before there's a new patch. I got this cool jacket. I thought, hey, I'm starting monk. Ooh, I could use that as the glam, and I just built the entire thing off it. With the latest edition being the Hellish Gauntlets, since they kind of look like Ifrit's claws. Much better than the actual Ifrit monk weapon, by the way. Anyways, let's see. Anyways, the current challenge my little wheel does that I was doing was to try to play the game for 3 minutes while lifting a weight. Oh, I'm actually lifting the wrong one. This is the heavier one. I recently acquired these. That's not one for getting up and doing squats. I've currently got it set for Pacific weight, but let's get this glam up. Boop. Yeah, I feel like that fits the Dark Knight aesthetic at least a bit. Could be blacker, but eh. Now to get back down there and, oh god, oop, fuck. Like I said, the challenge is trying to basically trying to both manage controlling the game one-handed and also actually, you know, lifting the weight. Yeah, I always like to, you know, make use of and show off the outfits. I think a bunch of my glams have been playing on my alts. Ah, yeah, whenever I get a new outfit from the, you know, from the job quests, I use them, but I don't for a while because I like showing them off. But I always end up changing them. Sometimes it lasts longer. Sometimes it doesn't last very long, like the monkey, or because that's yellow ain't my girl's color. Oh, and it doesn't. There we go. The camera was not capturing the movement of my arm. I switched. How do I? Where did I? Hold on. Yeah, they're not all exercise related. My little wheel challenges, but someone else started one. Ooh. New attack. Blood of Darkness. Of course they had to call one of those fucking ones that. Of course. I mean, it's both a great name for an attack in general, but especially given Final Fantasy's stuff. This is unstastic damage, responsive to 100 to all enemies in a straight line. Ah, it's my ranged attack. It's Dark Side, increasing damage up by 10%. 30 seconds, since Dark Side duration. Ah. So it's also my, buff thing. Well, don't you look up. Ready to harness the darkness when in the set the wrong thing to right. Now bear in mind, it's for your level 9 dark skill is literally called Shadowbringer. I say as someone who has not played that but remembers reading the story, or watching the story be played through, I am immensely disappointed there it was no Dark Knight questline. I feel like if there's a job that has a story resonance, there really should have been an extra questline just for that to deal with it. Like, there's a reason why they use the Dark Knight in the marketing there. Just feels off, you know? Anyways, no, well, the darkness gives you strength. That strength comes at a cost. This is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Stay a man, vulnerable, untouched man, harms child in unspeakable ways, to have one, the knowledge that he is, oh god, that he is beyond punishment. One who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his, okay god, oof, oh. And now I have to challenge of playing the game with tired arms. Soon I'll show you his amount of punishment. For one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer. Such was the dilemma faced by the goodly knight long ago. He knew he should have announced for that deed. Yeah, and they used Dark Knight's punch out because it was labeled as, yeah. Well, as the warrior of darkness, so sorry, Lil. Like, I get why they don't try to have the jobs actually intermingle with the main story. Because the one time they did it with the Dragoon storyline, it was a fucking mess. I will never, as much as I love my boy Estinian, oh hello, Yes, I know you last time you saw me. I swore servitude to our big enemy. I'm back. Let's never address what fucking happened. It's just so poorly done. I mean, as much as I love Heaven's Sword in general, there are multiple moments like that. Like Lolorito was like, if I remember getting his name mixed up with a different evil Lalafell, Lord Lolorito just getting the fuck away with his bullshit. Thanks, but they got the knife on go. We stripped his titles now to the deed. We refuse to cross the line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our decision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear and became who they wanted to be. The knight was the first. Will you be the next? Think on now before we look into the commotion below. Yeah, I get why. It made perfect sense given what they were doing with the story and everything in there. I'm being vague because I don't like mentioning it since I haven't gone to the such. For anyone who might be watching the VODs later who hadn't gone through the story themselves. Okay, now this is bothering me. Hold on. HUD layout, blood gauge, save. There we go. Alright, Frey, we got anything else to say? Here we are. Go and ask her what's wrong. Please, I don't know what to do. It's like Rondado. I didn't see him standing there, and I know he's so I should have been more careful. You already on the temple night, I tried to stop her, I did, but tonight he said she had to come with him, and if she saw how I am, maybe he would take you to as well as what he'd do. He went and begged the blue bastard, then remained and be too late by then. And every time they take a girl of her age back, they might let her go after. No, there must be another way. I apologize for my piss poor attempt at voice acting. His guardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know. He taught a lifelong lesson. Oh, we create every last one of them to within an realm of their lives and rescue her all. You like that? You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. Gonna be alright, Phantom. When I'm with those knights, they won't dare trouble you ever again. Thank you. Thank you. I legit thought... I knew Frey was the character in all this. I had no idea who or what he was. I was not expecting him to be the guy who I thought was a corpse all this time. I knew the corpse would make you be a Dark Knight. I did not realize he was alive. So they didn't just drag to an eye. They've taken to either the congregation or the tribunal. Sorry, I couldn't stop such Reverend Sylvia and the Attribution on the other hand, well, leaves the tribunal still alive, right? They'll make all manner of threats come any closer when she dies, suppose. So we'll need something perfectly clear to them. And for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us and flee. You, but I'm eager to find out which. Okay, I am fucking loving this. The vibes of all of this are off the charts, and I'm loving this. I always knew I'd probably like Dark Knight, just because it always seemed to appeal to my inner edgelord. Did I pass it? Oh no, he's just... I walked past him, but not past... But this is really doing it. I honestly thought it would just be the aesthetics that would super appeal to me. I mean, I figured I'd like it. There aren't a lot of storylines in this game I can say I don't like. And generally speaking, all of them so far have had to do with fucking Gardania. So, just do one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hand. Swear on me, I did my part to keep you on your feet. Think so anticipate you may need to tap into your darkness to survive. Like you're on your own ace with a wee magic. Yeah. Pain, rage, Christ in the deepest depths of our soul makes for a potent fuel. Go on, burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Heart. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes, I should not have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. Yeah, like, I already don't really like the douchebags in charge of Ishgard a lot. Not like Gardania, except the game seems to be self-aware that the religious zealots are the, you know, bad guys, and that the religion is dumb. And pretty much everything they built the religion around is in fact dumb and bad and wrong. First to Gardania, where the game very much does not. Another hype on ass. Pernicious slight. I'm glad it was pernicious. Promiscuous would have made this even more fucked up. Not that the game doesn't already heavily imply that. Damn it, girl, you only make it worse for yourself. You're only making it worse for yourself. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Right, if anyone's always so daft. If I had a girl
For every time I had to kill a bastard like you. What? What? Are you running a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this. Push your girl now. Let's not touch your grandma and sit on the rock. You may see this imbecile.
Surrender or die, huh? Oh, that is very nice looking. I especially love that my M-piece combo has a built-in heal. I've always liked lifesteal mechanics in general, but yeah, that was fun. Funny. I was about to say the same thing. No mercy, Haru. Bring everyone, she's gone mad, huh? Looks like we haven't to even the odds. But we need but a silver. Yes. Yaru, the flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the darkness and ignite the darkness within. It burns hard. You lose your strength as well. And to swallow your very being.
But drink not too deep, lest the flames consume you. Full light, learn not to drink too deep.
Whoops. I did not mean to actually. Okay, so I get a buff. But based on that, I get a buff as I get more hurt. I didn't actually read his warning until it was too late. Oh, I haven't been using grit. Yeah, not one thing you do to make this more Dark Knighty, I feel. Make the cape red, and the rest of it black, and ooh, it fit perfectly. Alright, now, where do I go? This is a combat thing. That's why you're very big. I didn't touch that thing, goddammit. What? Okay, I got near it a little bit when I shouldn't have, but I was like, oh, of course, right up here. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you. The funny thing about 14 is that the war out survives the paladin in the in-game. Yeah, my over-leveled warrior, it didn't really start kicking in until that point, but holy shit. It really is the class about, I don't fucking give a shit how much damage you are doing to me. I'm still going. I haven't actually played Paladin. Actually, give me a moment here. I'm just checking to make sure chat's displayed like it should be. It is, I just wasn't noticing. Because I'm an idiot. Okay, so this is the place, right? Yep, good. There we go. Yeah, let's use this. I haven't seen what that looks like. Neat. I mostly know that some of the people I've seen do it don't consider it the most exciting storyline, but like, it can't be worse than some of the mess that is the Gridania storyline. This guy is terrible. I expected him to fall by now. That is not in the combat though. Well, I killed the guy responsible, but everything else is still going. He managed to a new flame. And you bear still, I'm not gonna kill him. He'll swipe his friends and burn his goddamn house down. I fucking like Frey. In his Dark of War at 100 with Gunblade and Paladin at 90. Oh, I think he's other you live. Does he live, Renaissance? If you should you speak of it, she'll visit on you 100-fold. But yeah, for me, the highest ones are Warrior and Dragoon. Those my mains for a while. I started with Warrior and Dragoon. I just ended up leveling them both up very high. Mostly was Dragoon that was overleveled, but I'm probably gonna shift off them as I get closer to Stormblood. One, because I want to get Monk up and do more, and you know, have that really be my main for that one. I like to shift for it to match the big showcase ones, because even if they don't, you know, after a point stop having them be storylines, they still do have storylines. And I feel like the Monk is going to have, I remember the Monk having a decently good story for it, given what's happening in Stormblood, as well as, actually I don't even know what the Sam said, but I believe it's probably good. Your main current class. I really like it. Actually, the first time I played this game, when I downloaded the free trial offline just to see if I enjoyed playing the game, the gameplay itself, I knew I loved the story, but I didn't know if I liked the gameplay. I'd never played a game like it. No, I like it. I liked it a lot. I had some issues with Pugilists when I first started, though. It seemed a little convoluted and confusing to me. Now I love it. It's very simple and straightforward, actually. It just, starting out, it seemed confusing. Nowhere near as bad as starting Red Mage was. Oof. Just all that shit on my bar with no idea what it does and what
what its placement is. I had to take time just to sort out into something that made sense into a lot of variety. Monk. Yeah, I'm aware. I remember Grease Lightning with the thing. I didn't start the game all that long ago, all things considered, probably over 2 years ago. That might seem like it surprising given I've only just wrapped up the main storyline of Heavensward, but I did take a break shortly after I got into Heavensward to go play other things on stream for a while, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and a couple other big games, and Final Fantasy 3 and 4 and such. Planning on doing 6 in between my break for Heavensward and Stormblood. Oh wow, yeah. For me, I only started getting into the stuff for this. Originally, it was because of a fanfic I saw online. Someone crossed it over with a indie superhero setting that I was following a lot of fanfic of, in this little space of the internet, corner of the internet I was on. You might have heard of it, called Worm. You might not. It's not really the point. The point is, this person included a lot of lore blurbs written from in-universe perspective. And so it made things very interesting sounding. And then I watched the Square Enix showcase that had the Shadowbringers trailer in it. Not the trailer that we can watch in here, but the specific one that had certain characters show up and give a big lore block about the true history of the world and all that, and the nature of certain primals and all that, and what I knew going in from that fanfic made my mind blow. I was instantly, I have to know more. Of course, then I didn't actually get around looking into it until a streamer I watched was starting it, and then I was mostly glued to the screen outside of some times. But even just watching it, I gotta say, it was mostly a really good story. The only thing I will say is, when you're watching someone else play for this game, you don't get some details of the game's game through it. Back then we had a stamina bar, which was oh fuck, Jesus, that is horrible. I have heard of a lot of things that were cut from this game, like the elemental balance system, but oh my god, a fucking stamina bar. I mean, I've always thought it felt weird that at the Dark Knight I don't use any MP. Oh my fucking god, that's why this thing says that it restores MP. You were supposed to be using MP to use his abilities. Oh my fucking god. And that's just a relic. Like all the fucking things that say your attacks do elemental shit or unaspected damage, even though nothing does aspected damage anymore. Use MP with a lot more skills in it. Oh, okay, so it still does. I mean, that doesn't actually sound horrible and such if it's limited. I love Red Mage, and that uses MP a lot too, with a melee capable class. Oh, I love Red Mage. I think it and Monk are currently my favorite ones to play, but I think this one might surpass my expectations. Free skills. Yeah, that's not surprising. I know they did things like slowly delete away the dots and all the other shit. Oh, yeah, Red Mage is fantastic. Once I got the rhythm of actually playing the class under, it is definitely one of the best. But yeah, one of the things I will say is, I was talking about graphics like in the game, Lalafels. When you're just watching someone else play the game, Lalafels look like toddlers in cosplay. Red's Mage, that's a good one. But they look like toddlers in cosplay. When I'm actually playing the game, I can tell that their faces do actually have enough detail to set them apart from an actual toddler. I still have my issues with some design elements of the Lalafels, but It made the Lalafels and all their shtick very fucking weird just watching it. Their Rays was the dual. Yeah. No, yeah, I get that. I've never actually had to. Mostly because I usually end up playing it in lower level stuff where I don't have res. The ironic thing is that I think I think if they had just tweaked the design just a little bit, they might have been able to make it less obnoxious in that regard with the Lalafels designs. And I think they actually intended it at one point, because if you go into the fucking character creator, female Lalafels have an option on them that every other female race also has, but it does nothing. I am of course talking about the booba option. I think it would help a lot with making them look a lot less like toddlers in some way. If you gave them a bit of, it does nothing. I was screwing around with the character creator. I noticed that, what? Why is that here? It does nothing. The character creator is very fun to screw around with. Made a couple of characters once upon a time, including at least one Lala, just because I wanted to, play around with the creation. That's why. Like again, I'm less bad about not weirded out by Lalas now, but there's still some issues with their design, especially since I believe there was a picture floating around of a Lala mother with her Lala daughter in the gold saucer, and the Lala daughter is supposed to be a kid, but they look almost fucking identical. And the thing is, I get what they were going for. They wanted the cute, the short, cute race. They did it in 11 and such. And I think they did it a lot better in 11 by making them less human looking. Like, I've even seen some official art that stuff for 14 that depicts them a little closer to that. Like with the little button nose. Yeah, Crystal Chronicle. I don't remember them being, they weren't exactly like the others, but those guys were very distinct. They were not human looking in the least, but they were still small and cute. Love Crystal Chronicles, by the way. Reminds me of a hilarious story. I did a Let's Play / stream my way through the GameCube version of that game. The day I did it was supposed to be on the day I had launched, but it was a big celebration stream I did. I hadn't bothered to check in the preceding weeks since I planned that stream out if the game was actually still launching on that day. It ended up pushed back later, and I didn't realize until well after the stream. Whoops. Still had a lot of fun actually finally getting around to beating that game. I played a lot as a kid, but I never ended up beating it. No, what to say, miss. Thank you. Anyway, it's just I thought how they were treating my grandmother. I had to say something again. But no one's used your name. I heard it called out just once, but that was it. I should hurry back. You have to say that sorry what I did, but I'm not. The night isn't coming. Bless you for what you did. Yeah, yeah, unfortunately, as a kid, I was a bit of a loner in that regard. I didn't have a lot. Back when I had the kid and had a Game Boy, I did have this stuff for one other person to play, but the only person I could scrounge up to play wasn't interested in Crystal Chronicles. So the only one we really used that setup for was playing Four Swords, and we didn't do that very often either, unfortunately. But it was a great game, great fun. Part of the reason I was excited for the remake and such, actually having online and they've had some good music and playing music then. Oh yeah, it's real good. Now I admit though, I do think 2-player version of that is honestly kinda worse than single player. It's really, I think it hit its peak when it hits 3-player plus, because like then it you actually get the benefit from having 2 players being able to fight things while someone holds the chalice, compared to 2 players. Someone's gonna be the chalice, and you don't really get the benefit of having an extra person using it most time. Yeah, that was part of it, why it was just very fun, because I only really could get one other person to do it. Feels good, doesn't it? Hey, but a good stranger, I wager. Like primal, power nested within you, yearning to be free. This power goes to your skill at the dark night. Yeah, far better than I could have hoped back, but there's so much to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Haru. The risk will only increase. To keep going, you have to trust me. Can you do that?
I can.
Good. That's a promise. Seeing what they are, it might be best to part ways for a while. You have an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. Right, we'll meet again when the time is right. I'll be waiting when we first. Speaking of interesting, janky, kinda janky controlled, I think that single player got mogged to carry the challenge was such a game changer. Oh yeah. I really wish 2-player let him do that. 3-player, that makes sense, at least, because then you could always have 2 people fighting. One person could be on chalice duty for a bit and just switch it around, and it wouldn't be so bad, but ooh. It just felt like you weren't really benefiting from it. It actually felt worse. I still be available upon reaching level 25. Alright then. Dark Side Gauge. Time regulates the duration of Dark Side, which increases damage dealt using Flood of Darkness and Edge of Darkness. I won't tell any important anyway. Instead, Duty Finder. Alright, pretty much fucking immediately. Of course, I am playing a tank. That does happen pretty quickly. I just usually don't play one. Even with my main and having been warrior for a good while there, I don't play it as much because I'm focused on leveling other stuff up. Oh, hey, this place again. Oh, so Flood of Darkness is, in fact... let's see. I'll put that there for now. Can't actually use it. Yeah. The irony, of course, it being immediately where I return to first dungeon. Not that I can actually use this yet. I was like, why wasn't I attacking anything? Because for some reason it was unlocked for the guy who wasn't anywhere near me. Boop, boop. Alright, there we go. Really, I should put that somewhere else, but... no need to do it for now. I usually like having the my ranged attacks set to a specific button on here, because I got it lined up with my mouse. Oh, that would be the alarm for the spin wheel. Let's see what comes up. Here should you get it to spin and more often than once an hour. With merely a $1 donation. Let's see, what's this one? Ah, well, that one's a free. I'm not playing with the controller, so that's a re-spin. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll let this go set up on a certain way for my rolls. Yeah, I have it all lined up with my gaming mouse for certain buttons to press. It just does not feel right if certain ones. Especially if it's the same skill across classes. That's just fucking weird. Oh no, it's the wait again. While learning this class. Who knew? Okay, well, time to make an attempt. What? I thought I guess I just keep not pressing it in order like I thought I was. And of course what the? Hold on, I'm having some mouse issues. There we go, what the hell? Yeah, I feel a little bit bad for my current group, but challenges. I forgot to turn the timer on, so this is gonna be an eyeball one. I'll just put it down and pick it up and go for a little longer. There we go. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I can only... challenges can be fun, but fucking with other players by failing to properly tank is... oof. So yeah, you get to put down if I'm having too much trouble, and then I just gotta work through it. What the hell? Why am I constantly swapping over to... there we go. Okay, I passed the time. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh. Ooh, you had a lot of burn there. Usually I swap which arm I'm doing it for during the time, but it's very hard to do that while also trying to tank and everything. But that's why it's an added game challenge to spice the thing up. Ooh. And it hurts bad on my fingers. Working correct, really correct. Here's a funny story. So obviously what brought you into play was my little announcement, like to watch me with that little announcement. Well, I recently, like, as in yesterday, on stream, set up a new one for clicking at the start of stream, my streams when I'm in a city plaza, like in Limpsa and so on. But it turns out I made a tiny, weensy, itty bitty spelling error. When I wrote down the word run in it, as in I'm streaming my run, I accidentally said I'm streaming my rub, which I yelled out in the middle of so, suffice to say, I caught people's attention. I had not noticed that spelling error, obviously, but woo, yeah. Ah, okay. Oh shit, I didn't mean to proc it, but hey, the other person was... I was just trying to run in. I wasn't trying to actually immediately proc it. Didn't realize it would proc that close, but it has been a while since I played, so... Oh, not that long, but, you know, it feels like it. But judging by this skill, I'm going to assume this is the vampire tank class that specializes in draining, keeping yourself alive by virtue of the fact that you're sucking away your enemy's lifeblood. Oh, I got arms length. Do. Somehow, even with that weird ass performance I put on, I still got a combination. I suppose that it's just default to accommodate the tank or the heals. Heals aren't super strong on Dark, but they get a really powerful shield later on. Oh, huh. Yeah, I just, I kind of figured since, story-wise, they introduced Dark as being the one that doesn't care about no matter how much you hit it, it's going to keep going. But that's Warrior's role. So, I was like, okay, it must be the Vampiric Drain, because it gives me this. But alright, a shield. Which feels weird, considering, the whole shtick is that you don't have a shield, but... Ah. Oh, hello, Druns. You're welcome. If you notice me, my tanking lagging a little bit there, that's because I was doing a challenge thing, and trying to play while having to lift a weight in one hand. Oh, first time healing. Well, you did a great job. Definitely at least as good as I did my first time around. So, a warning: when you get into tanking, let's stay barrier more than shield low. When you get into healing. Right around level 45, I believe, the Dimsel Darkhold dungeon, if you know of it, it takes a difficulty spike to keep everybody alive. That was the first big run where I just failed repeatedly as a healer. Oh, Aurum Veil can be very nasty if you're not familiar enough with it. I can give you that. But I'm mostly used to Aurum Veil, as annoying as it is. Its pisses. But for me, it was Dimsel Darkhold, just because everything was hitting harder and faster than I was really keeping up with the healer. And before that point, I could get away with DPSing more as a healer. Yeah, I think so. That one, yeah, definitely that one. That was the one that was so much trouble. Yeah, I was just... Before that point, I could get away with DPSing more and, helping just get the combat over faster. That point, I could not stop healing for more than a moment at a time. Anyways, which one is this? Ah, okay. Well, that'll work well for there until I figure out what I wanted to... How much I like that ability. Okay. It's worse full in that dungeon. It used to be even harder. Every time I find about a change to this game that I've taken as just standard quality of life, it's like how that manor, Hokoke Manor, or however you pronounce it, didn't have that teleport that took you back to the start of the dungeon so you could go do the boss. You had to walk all the way back. That's absurd to me that was how it used to be. It just makes no sense. They used to have a cliff that at a lower level and the frogs punch you back down into it, more frogs. Wow. Oh, wow. God, that's mean. That's so fucking mean. Like, just, wow, that is mean. Oh, you're doing Hawkeye Game Manor right now? Yeah, that one. The final boss room is near the start of the dungeon, so they have you teleport back to it. But you didn't used to do that, and that's so weird to me. Because, like, by that point, you'll have killed all the enemies. There's nothing really exciting to do but walk. Feels like it wastes players' time to me. But, there we go. Oh, I love the look of this thing. I'm not used to my mostly melee class having MP usage, but I used it, and then it ran out. I was briefly confused about what direction I have to go here. Now I'm curious if I should bother keeping up. Yeah, we said use the return skill back then, lol. Someone else that grabbed the key when I wasn't looking? Yep, they did. Good. I saw that's one way to bypass the issue. Why was I targeting a player? No, probably because I hit sideways on my mouse. That's how I have it set up for my healer. For me. Sideways on the mouse scrolls through, when I'm hitting shift, it scrolls through the party members. When I hit control, it immediately goes to the tank. Guess I should be more sparing with that anyway, since it does give me that big buff damage. Just used to spamming AoEs at first. Oh, if either one of you are interested, I am also, aside from streaming this, I'm currently streaming Deus Ex Human Revolution. I played the game before, but it's been a long time, and story-wise, that game has a very different tone now than it did when it came out. Warning, it gets a fucking little real. It's the Deus Ex series has always been very political and to a degree, so yeah, you're gonna hear at least some discussion. I try to not get too real about it, but it's hard not to when the game is in your face about it. Feel like I need to move that. I almost always do, but I'm not haven't bothered right now. I should be working on Halo next, but I'm not playing it. But I'm just playing 14 instead. Lol. I get that. It's 14 is a very hard to put down game. I can more than understand that. Come on, boop boop. Almost dead. Almost dead. It's not easier for me. The streamer does a section off time for playing. To be honest here, I barely play games outside of when I'm streaming now. Except, of course, when I have to log in for dailies in 14. Just today, I finished off the Bath ASQ completely, and I've still got to work my way through the Moogles and such. Well, when I do manage to squeeze time to play a game off screen, I've been playing BioShock 2. I recently finished playthrough BioShock 1 for the first time in a long time and started up 2, but it's very much not something I'm streaming. I'm just playing on my own. But it's honestly been like 2 weeks at this point, so still having a lot of fun. I really like BioShock 2 and its gameplay and its story. I know some people think it's worse than 1, but as someone else online put it, Angry Dad Simulator is just a genre of game that appeals to me. Yeah, with BioShock 1, I went for a mostly completionist run, trying to get all the achievements and everything, and I only really petered out near the end when it came to the DLC bonus challenge rooms, because that one was just pure combat. The bonus challenge rooms in 1 are actually mostly good, I feel, because the other 2 are actually just puzzle challenges. And well, BioShock 1's combat isn't terrible. It's also not super duper exciting. But the turning it into a puzzle where you have to beat it in a certain amount of time and complete certain objectives for each of the different achievements, actually pretty good. Alright, let's see. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy stuff, either y'all play Magic the Gathering? The card game? You might be wondering, if you don't, what that has to do with Magic Final Fantasy. The answer is there's an official Final Fantasy crossover and where they're releasing Final Fantasy cards. Complete list, 4 decks themed around 4 of the games. Well, if you're a fan of 14, take time to get in there because there is, in fact, a 14 deck. I will say it, that he would send me a card if he pulls her. Yeah, I'm just straight up picking up the 14 deck and the Final Fantasy 10 deck. I was always a big fan of Final Fantasy 10. It's one of my favorite games out there. And I'm also just going to be picking a bunch of packs up. I will say, Drans, it might have some spoilers for the story of 14 if you're someone who cares a lot about that and hasn't gone to, say, Shadowbringers, because that's when what the a lot of the 14 cards are inspired by. Oh, yeah, no. Look, I'm with Alphino, and that a certain bit will always be permanently burned in my memory. Ah, I was in the sweet spot. And it's level 100 and I watched 0 cutscenes. Okay, well that's fair. If you're not into the story, then you have no fear of that. If nothing else, picking up a couple of cards if you're a fan is always a great way to add to your merch. But yeah, Strola's great. Strola is absolutely the best. Oh, Black Mage is super fun. I prefer Red and Monk right now, but it was a lot of fun doing it. And there we go. Beep, boop. Ah, guess I'm the last one out. Excuse me, I had to get up and refill my drink. Just solo pins on your work apron, huh? That's rad. Excuse me, I need to get up and fix something. Got my seat. There we go. Almost enough to do another Dark Knight quest. I think I'm going to focus on Dark Knight and grinding it today. I mean, there are a lot of great characters at 14 I love. Strangely enough, a lot of the best. But yeah, MGG is honestly a pretty great game. I've been playing it for a while. It's one of your friends, so I'm gonna go with. Oh, that's cool. I honestly am not too much involved with my guild. Nice people, and when I asked for help to do a challenge on stream or something, one of them will always pop in to help, but I don't actually look into there super a lot. And they don't really chat much in the game anymore, from what I've been seeing the chat. Mostly just Discord. While I wait for this, time to check Wondrous Tales. Ah. Okay, boop boop. Yeah, I'm also working on that. Probably not gonna get that thing done. I tried to do it before, but I was also splitting my offline attention with the dailies and the tribe quests or Allied Society quests. I get why they changed the name, honestly. You cheese it. I don't really know how to yet, since I mean, I suppose you could always just do the easiest ones and such, and just find a way of ensuring you team up with noobs to get those precious second chance tokens. Like, I could get the last free marker stickers, but I wanted to try to just increase the chance I actually get anything out of it this time. Yeah, no, I do that too, actually. Wait, hold on. Like, just to be clear, if I do this one now without losing a second chance point, would I get another sticker? Is that what you mean, my completed ones? Because otherwise I have to wait until I get a second chance point to refresh it. Honestly, I could get the last 3 of those without too much difficulty at this point. That's just a matter of wanting it to line up enough so I can ensure that I get something. Well, as close as I can to ensure. Because I'd like to do that storyline before I finish up with the patch quests. Sure, that'll be probably 2 or 3 months. But there we go. Yeah, I'm a big fan of MTG. I wasn't always. I actually got into it like. Are you found? Oh, I just realized I'm missing it. I'm so level, I'm missing my vampiric attack. Wow. Come on. They all in the same spot. Do Arcanists have some sort of mass sleep effect? believe I can just ignore those guys, right? Yeah. Been a bit since I've done this one. There we go. Oh, healers have a sleep skill. Well, I know they do, but usually the sleep skills I'm familiar with are like, is this not the right way to go? No, it is. I think it is. It has to be. It just, it looks like a bunch of them got to put to sleep. And usually I'm familiar with one that only works on one enemy at a time. Yeah, I got into it mostly because, like, there were people locally playing, and I wanted to start doing social things outside again for first time in a while. Now, if it made it handy, and they made it handy when they made sleep actually useful in the dungeon. Wow. I think I'll enjoy when they get more creative with stuff in this game. Let's see. Come on. I keep trying to lead it away, keep it from pointing at the gun slinger mechanist, but the mechanist keeps running the same way as me. Come on, bud. Die already. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna head nope out of the loot since I don't need it. Accidentally clicked on that person without even meaning to. I was trying to click off them after I clicked them. Wait, no, and it opened the thing. Yeah, I got into it specifically with the Fallout deck. One of the Fallout decks, because yeah, they have Fallout cards too, if you're into that. 4 of them, those ones are less clearly defined than the Final Fantasy decks, which are 1 for each game. And those, it's more faction. Like, okay, Final Fantasy decks are 14, specifically Shadowbringers, 14, 7, 10, and 6. So, with one exception, all games I've played in the series. I haven't played 6 yet. I know it's one of the most lauded of the ones from that era, but honestly, I'm fairly new to the older ones. I played the first 2 a couple different times as a kid, but I never actually got around to completing them. I did do a complete 2 eventually, but I didn't even do that one online because just, God, 2 is a miserable slog. I'm familiar with some of the things, including the train suplex, yeah. And of course, that a lot of elements of magic tech and all that came from 6. Much like how I knew that Estidian takes a lot of his edgy boyness from Pain and Final Fantasy IV. This way. Like, hold on, that leads to a dead end. I thought that was just briefly. Or of course, so much of fucking Final Fantasy III is used. 2 is surprising in that it's both a lot and little in a lot of ways. Like, Sid came from Final Fantasy II. Did you know Sid died in the first game he appeared in? Wait, what? Yeah. I keep forgetting I don't have that fucking ability. Goddamn, I'm so used to it. It feels weird. But yes, the first appearance of Sid, and he dies at the end. It's not a very emotional scene, to be honest here. The writing in that game isn't really that good. It's just, it mostly gets by on the echoes of what would to come. It has I got a little emotional on it because of all the Sids that would come after. It's like, oh my god, they're killing Sid. And because it felt a little bit like they were killing Sid. And of course, 7 Sid and all the other Sids. And of course, he had to do with airships and all that. He's the guy who invented them. And you'll see that reference, yeah. Oh, I know, it definitely references. 14, I know, 14 is a love letter to Final Fantasy overall. Especially fucking 3. Where they just took all the shit that just did not fucking work in that game and made it so fucking good. Mind you, I think the story of Free is better than people might give it credit for, especially if you're playing the original version. I haven't played the 3DS version, but they changed some things in it. I don't think it really helps the story. I think it hurts it. Like they take the Onion lads and okay, so basically, Final Fantasy 1 had no characters. Final Fantasy 2, woo, 75. I'm ready for the next job quest, and I need to eat this food. I was talking and suddenly forgot what I was. Anyways, 2 did have characters, but there was barely anything to them. That's surprising. It was a NES game, and it was the second game they actually tried to have a story in it, but it's still the main characters barely had any really character to them. 3 solved that by basically taking all the character traits and such they were giving people in 2 and turning them essentially into a single character, using all that to make a single character. The Onion Lads, despite there being four of them, were really just one character split over 4 bodies, basically. But through that, they managed to have a lot more personality than that game let it. Unfortunately, they didn't really succeed in pulling off, from what I understand, making the make them into distinct characters in the remake, because they didn't really add enough extra scenes to make them, you know, outside the prologue of the game, the first act. And of course, there's just some things I think really did just not work story-wise. That's changes. So, in the original Free, you start out on a floating continent and have to eventually make your way off it, getting a ship upgrade that lets you leave and all that. When you make your way below, you discover that the world below, fuck it, that was too late, and I'm a tank, I can take it, has been flooded with water because of someone fucking with the elemental crystals. That is, makes Final Fantasy. Yeah, the entire world's flooded. In the remake, they decided to make it this weird otherworldly shit that may or may not have been darkness, and it caused a time stop effect. Because like in the original, it had only been flooded for a few days, and it's been flooded for enough time for a couple of infants to grow up into adults, or at least into young teens who can save the world. And it just had some weird effects on how things work. Even changes Zandi's motivation again. Like, his motivation in the original kind of lines up with what his motivation in this is. You know, fuck the world. A spiteful attempt to end the world. On that one, it's because, ironically, it's the exact opposite. You know how Zandi's entire motivation for the Crystal Tower plotline and all that is that, hey, my mentor made my 2 fellow princes immortal, but not me? Well, fine. If I have to die, so does everything else. As opposed to, immortality sucks, life sucks, and I'm going to put everything out of its misery. Fun note relevant to what class I'm currently playing. In that game, when a Dark Knight died, unlike every other job where it would leave, you know, your corpse lying down on the ground, when Dark Knights died, it would just leave a pile of armor. There's no lore explanation for this in game. It's just kind of something that happens. Where I go find wherever Frey is, the voice in the abyss. Back in the Foundation, of course. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a portrait for my character. Boop boop. Edit. Usually go with Ethereal C, but let's try new. Also, no. Oh, okay, no, it's a high quality item border. Fuck, get rid of that. Alright, that already looks better. I've been fond of the Yokai Watch background, but I think I want something too nice looking. Vellum works. Vellum works. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Boop. There we go. Let's see. Boop. Move through various things. You know what? I think the default one actually works really well with this. Oh, not the default, but free. There we go. That being said, if I'm going to do action lines, I think this works. Alright, let's go. Work out through these things. Smirk, taunt, word, sneer. Yeah, alright, let's try futzing around with the light. I think that might work. Directional lighting. Ooh, that's nice. Priest. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, okay. I never really fucked with the lighting much in this before, but I think that one works. Looks great. There we go. Keep forgetting to actually teleport there. The Brune. Figures if he's here, he's right around. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, if you do get into it, everyone finding out what your local game store set is, what people are playing at your local game store. I ended up first getting into it when I got into it, buying some decks I couldn't even use. That's okay. I was able to mine cards to use for my other decks later on, but they weren't that expensive because they were 2 starter standard decks. Whereas if no one plays Commander, don't get a Commander deck. Those things can be pricey. Going for you for a long time. Blood Weapon. Grants 3 stacks of Blood Weapon. Each stack restoring MP upon landing weapon skills or spells. Well, that's a good way to keep that shit going. Multiple targets with a single attack. Alright, fair enough. I had a feeling. There's all my friends play, so yeah, it's all my group plays too. Hence why I couldn't use the standard decks. It's fine. Commander is a really fun format, and it's a great way to just, fuck around. If I want to play standard, which I do sometimes, I just play the free online app of Arena. I was able to actually use, that does run those standard decks. I was able to, weren't complete loss. I was able to use enter a code from the box and just play the decks in that. So hey, but yeah, Commander's a great way. I've even gotten to the point where I'm now building my own. So far, I've only built 2. A Wolverine deck. Yeah, there's a Wolverine card. It was part of a Marvel a big Marvel special secret layer, as it's called, crossover. It's the one and only card I also don't actually physically own. But everyone agreed that secret layer was so stupidly handled and poorly done by them, and how it was basically impossible for us to actually get any of them. So we just said, fuck it. I'm also working on a vampire deck. I'm telling you to make a back tonight, Taro. And sure enough, there you are. Eager to pick up where we left off. Especially then, you went to be burning with Sarah after the last affair. What was that voice I heard? Why were you detained by the Inquisition? What became of the old woman and her granddaughter? Oh, for love, they're fine. Both of you solved all the problems. B. Did I get it down to the other? I should just ask. Well, since I'm gonna keep asking, I'm gonna ask detained by the Inquisition. What do you think I was saying by no science? You see heretics around every corner. There, an instant, they want her, and I objected. Now then, yeah, okay. Ah, yes, the voice. The one you heard when you first touched the crystal. An excellent question, but a difficult one to answer. Near the beacon, guarding the dark night to her true calling. Who is it, you ask? Only you can discover that. For each night must hearken to a different voice. Grow more drawing upon your dark side, you'll come to hear it more clearly. It will hasten the process, for we dare not to conduct the rites here under the watchful eye of the Holy See. We'll make for southern Thanalan. For little Alamigo. Well, that's not entirely true. We do occasionally play drafted standard. If you're not aware of that, that's when you buy 3 new packs. Everyone buys 3 new packs. Fastest way to get there. I didn't actually remember where your little Alamigo was, and I'm just like, you know what? Why waste time trying to figure out which one of these is it? Just click the quest. But yeah, we do that for every set that released for the most part. And then yeah, you everybody buys free, and then you open one pack, you pick a card out of it, you pass it over, and then pick a card out of the pack you were given, and so on and so forth, until every card has been picked by somebody. It's a lot of fun. Great way to experience a new set, and it's weird stuff, and to make the excuse of buying card packs when you don't normally buy a lot of them, like I do. So as ever I see. Final Fantasy is the exceptional one. Ask Gorbob, he should know a suitable creature. Pleasure to see you again, Haru. What do you require assistance? Well, if you seek to hers, and Some of the priest pests notorious for their size and vigor. Not priest pests. Terror say great pains away the nest, and those who do not bear scars for their folly. I pity the man who dies without scars, for those pests unpromising. Tell me more. They've attacked caravans without a goat cars wars. Well, drive them crazy. This should serve to draw something out of hiding. Oh, it's great for what you did. These young ones were on the verge of making a terrible mistake, so assume the thing as they were. Even now I saw it burning within them, so as I see it burning within you now. You seek the darkness within? I mean, but I wish you well on your training. Let's go. I love that. I always love it when it touches on stuff like that. I always like it when you just get a little moment in a side quest or a main quest where a game recognizes, hey, this other content you did, we remember it. Let's see. Okay, well there's one. Where's the other one? There's two of these. Primal Focus. I was very confused about having a second one of these. I just have that quest sitting forever in there because, well, Thunder Sales might ask me to do it again, and now I can solo it with my tank warrior this time. Yep, time for the final wheel spin. They're close. I'll wait for this pop off. Here's one of the ones I have. Yeah, I basically take this video that you just see there, I open it up and play it for an hour, and it can be very distracting from a player perspective to suddenly have a sound like, uh-oh, something disconnected when you're not expecting it. I also have another one for jump scares, which is my chosen one is FNAF sounds, and one that's very personal for me. I call it Megatease. If you've ever heard of Undertale, there's a certain and I'm almost certain you've heard of at least the song from Undertale, Megalovania. It's a very good song, very catchy. It's very personally irritating to hear the first 4 notes from that song pop up and then stop. So I got another one that does that for an hour, and then just, in theory, all of them could be going at once for a hilarious chaotic mix. They're close. I can feel their eyes upon us. Well, we're here now. Show me who you are, Haru. Show me what you can do. I'm waiting. Alrighty. Okay, I was like, don't things usually attack me? No, I have to wait for it to come out, then jump it. I can also summon my companion for this one. Excellent. When I used to stream, I had one where I had to talk in a Stitch voice for 10 minutes. Oh, I actually have two of those. One for talking in a deep voice, and one in voice I label cute, which in this case is the voice I use for Moogles.
This is what it sounds like, whereas deep is this one.
I've also been thinking about adding another one to it. This one. Hold on.
Right. This one can be sometimes take a bit to load in. There we go. This is what it sounds like. And yeah, I talked with these for, I believe it's about 30 minutes? 20 or 30, one of them. And I've been thinking about adding this one to it. Obviously, this one's for robots. This one's kind of funny origin, because it's like, all of these are things I get from Voice Mod, if you've ever. And some of these I made myself, but this one is one I just found while browsing and gave it a try out of more curiosity, and I actually liked it for, doing this. But if you, this isn't just a generic robot voice, or even a generic feminine robot voice. No. What I just mentioned about the jump scare being FNAF sounds, well, this is sort of somewhat FNAF related, rather distantly.
It's yeah. If you catch where I'm going with this, yeah, that is where this voice filter. It's a really good voice filter at its origins. That wasn't so bad, now, was it? To meet out just directly from the strongest of us, you yourself must be strong. Strength is pain. Strength is suffering. Strength is sacrifice. We must prepare for creating, but not here. before more pieces are done by the spell. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's pests, but I don't know. Yeah, nearly every time one of those pops up, it messes with me just a little. Funny enough, for a bit there, one of them was, unfortunately, a sound I was a nerd to, and that was the USB unplug sound. I had a problem with one of my USB cords connecting something. I used the controller stream was worn out, mostly because for a brief bit we took in a dog, and that dog was big, eager, friendly, and prone to knocking stuff down, and so that cord got screwed up. So sometimes when I'm just using the thing I did just use to put on the voice filter or spin that wheel and everything else, it would just disconnect. And so I just got used to fucking ignoring that sound when it happened for like half a second. You look good. Oh, my mistake. You look ready. Good. Now listen well. Close your eyes and hold out your hands towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. There, feel your lungs. Last from your lips. Slow. Slow. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. I also had one for I have one for taking off my glasses. I have glasses IRL. I haven't really put one on my model. For that, I just turn this on to let people know. And I also had one for a blindfold, but I got rid of that because it's not like you can't play games without a blindfold, but it's hard to manage to stream and play the game, figure out what the hell's to even try to do in a game. It was kind of funny when I did it once when I was doing a Spyro stream. When I was doing the Spyro streams, and I just kept failing this mini game because I had no idea what the fuck was happening, but like I could barely interact with stuff, so yeah, I had to ditch it. Using it as instead of a blindfold, a eye patch for an eye patch one. Sweet, it's got the attuning thing like we're attuning to an Aetherite. Neat. Oh yeah, it could absolutely be funny to play during a racing game. Honestly, it'd be funny if I could. I'm a solo act, so I don't have anyone to help guide me by voice, and to make sure nothing is shenanigans going on with the stream itself that I can't see. But yeah, it would definitely be very funny to force me to do a single race or two with the blindfold on. With every breath you row, lighter and slip further into the abyss. One foot in front of the other, over and over again. In the ends of the world, back again. Time has no end, still forward and onward, over and over again. Oh, that could certainly be fun. That could definitely be a one. I don't know what Phasmo is, but that sounds like, if it's a game where it's heavily audio cue, that could be really good. So, what did you hear? Phasmo 4 will be, I know what that is now. I'm not super familiar with it, but I have heard of that. I just wasn't familiar with the shortening of it. Interesting, but not terribly informative. But I do not lose heart that you were able to hear it once more as a progress enough. I believe you will come to understand its words, and in time, its will, in due time. In that, in some instances, voices said to me that of another, one whom the Dark Knight is fain to seek out. In case you may have a long journey ahead of you. Well, if it's meant to be a character that you're fated to seek out, there are honestly a fucking ton of those. 14 I can think of it for the future. So you would welcome such a journey. He said for it, for travel to roam free and help those in need. Yet no good deed goes unpunished, does it? Once one of the hero do great things, and so she did. Then there, life doesn't end. And played it, and every time the tarot card spawned, we had to pull every card before finishing the round. Ooh. There are temptations more deadly than the dark side, Haru. You should have learned this by now. If you haven't, you will. Isn't it with it our time together? We shall meet again as we did before. Yeah, I got a YouTube archive of all my streams for this and a bunch of other stuff. Final Fantasy X playthrough, Final Fantasy 11 or 5. The 5 one was done like years ago. Back when I was a Meat Space tuber. So if you want to see the real face, it's there. Okay, well, Blood Whip. That's a buff. Where should I put this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I get that. I have two, because I also do reactions, if you're interested in those as well. But in that one, I don't know full of the super lot, because honest to God, I do not have time to do to record and then do edit of reactions and do the nor I didn't even have super lot of time before I started actually bothering editing my streams. Before, because for a long while there, all I did was upload the VOD straight over. Now, originally I was streaming to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Then that was made against the rules, and I chose Twitch. Now it's back at the rules, but now by this point I've switched over to an editing that allows me to mostly cut out silence without much work on my part. Thank God for that. Me and my friends being able to playing games there. Oh, that's some of the best content out there. Some of the biggest YouTube channels I know of can be summed up as a group of friends being stupid together on camera. Honestly, I always like it when there's multiple people who are, just friends hanging out and doing shit. Anyways, let's get back to the grind. Yeah, now my friend's killed with the mirror, and I started saying I'm a fucking asshole. I'll be honest here, I don't have much experience with social games. For a good while there, I didn't know a lot of people to play with, and while I do now, I just, most of us don't play the same things and such. And while I did briefly think about buying a game just so I could play with some people, they were already worn out with it by the start of the next month when I was going to make the purchase. Oh, hey, long stop. Pure check for XP, Spider-Man. You always get those friendly people willing to do that. Boop. Let's just get all these big pulls. Big pulls. I'm gonna start focusing on the combos until I actually have access to heal. I felt like I should have been able to hit him from a little bit back there. If that's when we're all really on at the same time, well. Like, honestly, I want to be in the game like Among Us. That honestly looks like super fun to play with friends, but like, actually, isn't that free? If it is, I might actually stop for the people I know. It's actually good in mitigation. Right, yeah, I don't use it as much right now, but it is really good at, I forgot, because I'm used to only using stuff like that on, bigger enemies, but then, bosses aren't super duper effective. If we're talking about mitigation I hate, though, interdict. I fucking hate this ability. It would just be full troll with Among Us. Honestly, sounds great, but yeah, I have no idea how to use an interject well. In all my time tanking, never once have I ever pulled that fucking attack off when it did. I just don't think I understand it for some reason. Flashing red. Alright, I'll give that a try. Okay, well, as always, I'm like, I don't use these buttons as much, so I'm like, wait, which one are these do again? So I have to, alright, well, that's helpful. Boop. Yeah, I've seen it, just oftentimes I don't notice it until it's all the way through, and I don't think I ever learned that distinction that it has to be the red one. Yeah, that was the issue I remember now. I kept trying to use it on the cast bar, but because I was just used it on anyone I saw, it never really went anywhere. I know some people get upset about healers yoinking them around. I don't get it. Like, that one was probably the most aggressive it's ever been. But usually it's, hey, you're being stupid, get the fuck out of there. Which is absolutely valid. I actually have a habit of being stupid and get to standing there when I really shouldn't be. Especially when in the fucking Crystal Tower Raid series. The middle one. No, the first one, that's it. The first one. Oh, wrong one. Oh well. Yeah, I need to use that anyways. I've been forgetting to. Thanks, speaking of, they hate when others pull instead of them. No, I meant when being yanked around from one spot to another, unless you're talking about the same thing. I mean, personally speaking, I'm not super a fan of people other than a tank pulling. But that's mostly because 9 times out of 10 when people do it, they get killed, and then if you can, look, if you're a DPS and you can do the pulling, or are a healer and you can do the pulling, more power to you. Use rescue unless I was trolling my guildmates for fun. What's up? I didn't. Accidentally clicked the button I didn't mean to. Yeah, I like being rescued if, you know, I'm being stupid. And I would jump off the ledge. Oh, wow. I've heard of rescue being used to yank people off, but I don't think I ever got the context of having to jump off yourself. Let's see. Big red cast bar. Oh, I don't think I pressed the right button. Oh, actually I did. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, well, we're done with that one. Good, 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 good. Boop, boop. I mean, look, if it's all good fun between friends, then there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not really, yeah, like I said, the only time I really party up with guild members to do things is having an over-party guild member help me through a single duty. Boop, dead. But I have done like a few of the extremes and such, and with groups, but ironically those weren't through guilds. You know how I did those? Duty Finder. Somehow I managed to get all those through Duty Finder. I kind of got a talking to for doing it without knowing what tank switching was so one time. Which, yeah, fair enough, my bad. I probably should have. Boop, boop. Was that the cast bar you were talking about, by the way, there? This one? Or is it a different cast bar? Because I think I only ever see the orange one. And it was when the orange one was the I mean, I'm sure when I catch up in 5 years' time, I'll start doing the extremes and such when they come out. You know, that honestly sounds fun to do like once around the means tank buster. You mean like that one? I think those are the tank buster. Oh, no, I know not the red circle around me. I know that's a tank buster there. I was asking more the cast bar thing, but I don't actually think I've seen a red cast bar very much. It's usually just orange. Yeah, like I said, I honestly, yeah, that does make me feel better, because like I've tried. Maybe if they had them more often a thing, I'd have gotten good at using them, but they're so fucking rare that I honestly never really got the skill of actually being able to do it. Them are super fast, so you don't, yeah, that's the annoying thing. I do not have the best reaction speed. Just issue I have, so. Okay, I wait for what is probably a very short wait time. Let me check what my wondrous tales. Huh. That's what I got a second chance point. Was one of those. The morons of the storm. Well, this seems like it might take a little bit. I think I might actually start doing. Yeah, I picked this up. I'm gonna go do it since it's not too far away from here. Oh, and the succubus enemies in Hakake Manor, huh? Let's see. Time to pick up whatever ability this is. Dokom Samu. Back today, 10 flaps about shifty making the transportation or whatever. No. A message from Lerna suggesting that Coco shares his knowledge of aetherial reduction. Oh, Lerna, get rid of that. If you want to know about something, all you have to do is ask. Yes, it's a method of reducing items to a more almost states, well, crystals for the most part. You don't think you get yourself valuable to share in this fashion. Take it in. Then, how should I put this? Outright. Collectability on the rounds valued as crystals seem to be suitable for this purpose, so it's hardly an easy decision, right? I never know. You know what? Joe gets lets you try. Alright, well, that takes care of that side quest. Nothing much, but. Yeah, I know not everyone does crafters and gatherers, but for the most part, I like them. I think my favorite crafter to play is Culinarian. I accidentally maxed out, not maxed out, but got to level 60, just crafting 50 shit. Turning gear into materia then, eh? Excellent. But I for most part, like them. I haven't done Heaven's Ward's crafters yet, but I did just wrap up yesterday the gatherers. I actually super love the Fisher one.
it blew every other one this game's had so far out of the water. Though, honestly, all the Heaven Sword gatherers were a lot better than the AR ones, storyline-wise. Yeah, we don't need to bother with those guys, so... Boop. I think this group can handle a little bit more of a pull, so... And then it's always when I did the Goblin Map and Chronicles. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I think I can get that feel. I don't have it off the top of my head in one of the... But yeah. Yeah, I remember one of the two definitely having a musical vibe now that you're pointing out some of this. Ah, right, no, the boss is here. No need to yank the pull any further. Alright, there we go. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab. Oh wait, attack me, not them. But, there we go. Boop. Because I'm pretty sure there's stuff past extreme now, isn't there? Like, from what I understand, the hardest raid to do in this series before Dawn Trail was Pop. I only really know that because of it was apparently a big thing a YouTuber I was vaguely familiar with doing. You ever hear the Ultimates? That's, yeah. I don't really know much about that myself, honestly. The streamer I watched never was that absolutely not one for extremes or savages or we're out the aggro. There we go. And savages and all that. So if it didn't have a story telling him to do it, he wouldn't do it. Which is more unfair. If you don't like that stuff, don't do it. I don't even know if I fully like that stuff. Some of my experiences, I don't think I like playing tanks for them if I don't have pre-existing experience, but that's about it. Of course, that's just for extremes. So now, if you are a Fallout fan, the game I'm planning to replace this with is going to be Fallout 4, which I've never played before. Starting to run on rotation. I see. So, like, they're not always available? Interesting. I know I definitely won't want to heal for that. No. Woo, mo. I may have gotten over my issues I once had with tanking. I used to have a bit of social anxiety in general, and tanking for a while there set it off. If I wasn't familiar with the dungeon ahead of time, I did not like going into it because I kept getting lost, and then I kept going, oh god, everybody fucking is annoyed at me. They must be, even if they're not saying it, they're annoyed at me. I know now I was being silly. I knew then I was being silly, but didn't stop it from making tanking unpleasant to do if I didn't do the dungeon on my own first. Yeah. Oh right, that's fucking still a thing. Yeah, it's nothing officially that I know, it's not a general one, but it hits up for stuff like that, or like, one notable event is when I went down to a restaurant I've been up to on the regular for a long while, pick up me and my mom some, take out food for that day, and I just kind of shut fucking down. Oop, did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did. Oops. Yeah, always overthinking and such. That also doesn't help. But, like, I was like, it turned out the price had increased a little bit and we couldn't get what we wanted. And I just suddenly went, oh god, what do I fucking order? What do I fucking order? Just because I couldn't think of how to properly process the communication issues there. I was asked to get this thing, and now I don't know what to do. Yeah, what a fifth since I got meds. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not getting that way. It's definitely something I've gone over so much just because, for me, I think a lot of it was rooted in the fact that I was one of those kids who mostly just stayed on my own and didn't really interact with other people much growing up a lot, and especially during later years and such, and it kind of just made issues that meant I just didn't have enough experience with social interaction with others, and it kind of... So as I've gotten more experience over the years, it's still there to some degree, but, like, less bad. That being said, I'm glad you had any time getting it medicated. My own experience with one of my other conditions was, I regret trying. I have ADHD. I decided, and I had been diagnosed my entire life. I decided to talk about maybe getting back on meds, which I haven't been on since I was younger, since I was a teenager. It'd been a couple of years at that point since I've gone off them. But unfortunately, the doctor I was with, which was not the one at that time that was once prescribing to me, decided I need to be diagnosed to get them re-diagnosed. So I went in and walked out. Suddenly, supposedly, I don't have ADHD. My entire life, supposedly, I don't have it. I took the meds fine with no fucking side effects that happen to people who take that kind of med, who aren't HD, but supposedly I don't have it. So very infuriating. Honestly, I regret even thinking of asking for it. That's how much that annoys the piss out of me. Like, I absolutely have it. I have to use various different programs that I've learned from online from other people to help manage it. But I don't want to go on a rant. And there we go. Yep. Oh, I guess I'll get the combination. I do not know how people get through those so quickly. Cutscenes so quickly to get out. I think some of my favorite boss music in this game that I so far is Good King Moggle Mog, but that's just because it sounds just like fucking Halloween Town. Just straight up? Wow, shit. Alright, well that would be helpful. I usually just have to hit the skip command. But let's see. Probably in system configuration, right? Graphics displays. No, probably in character. Character config. Gotcha. Not controls. UI. Probably in UI then. Let's see. Play guide. No. Show portraits. Oh, I can turn that off. I actually like seeing people's portraits. Oh, it's on the first page, really? Control settings. Let's see. Cutscene skipping, literally right in my face, and I just missed it. Ain't that normal? Skip playback of previous viewed cutscene scenario. Viewed scenario cutscenes. I don't really interact with transportation cutscenes much. All right, well that helps. That helps a lot. I was like, how do other people get through it so quickly? It's been the thing for me for a good while now. Well, that answers that question. One more, I should be able to get one more round of this tonight before I turn it. Yep, good. Definitely then. I don't stream tomorrow because I, boop. Oh, finally, someplace new. But yeah, I don't stream on Fridays. Used to, but not anymore. That is Magic Night. Saturday, Sundays are usually, those long level 50 story, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, I know those have unskippable ones. I know why they did it, and I also know why they made sure never include cutscenes like that in one of these again, so that it wouldn't have to annoy players. I remember apparently they used to be skippable, but they had to make them unskippable because it was just causing party friction between the new people who were watching the very important story cutscenes and the people who don't want to watch very important story cutscenes. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That was honestly just a fucking. That was thankfully well before my time. But I get why people are in a rush to skip it. But man, as not being another person in the area, is one of the people who just doesn't care about the game story, which is more than fine. I don't personally get it myself. I don't get it. The biggest appeal to this game for me is story, and if it didn't have a very good one, I probably wouldn't be streaming it. There we go. And that's a good story, especially after really stuff, yeah. Oh yeah, 14 has a fantastic story. It has its bumps and shit, even post ARR. Because I will say AR is, at least the version of ARR I played, where they trimmed out a lot of the fat, isn't that bad. With the only exception, of course, being that fucking dinner thing. And even then,
for me, that wasn't too bad because I was playing it already knowing about it. So I already knew that this was a whole stupid side quest, and I was like significantly less annoyed. And I was able to actually enjoy at least some of the characters. Mostly Brave Fox. Not a lot of the other ones were super likable, but Brave Fox was. It just, AR had to do the heavy lifting in a lot of ways of building this world and narrative for people who never played it before. So, it's just an unfortunate side effect of the way the game was made, that it got the Shaft story-wise. I mean, there were still things they could have done better, but... Alright, no, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dawntrail, because not like that I stopped following in Heavensward. Honestly, not Heavensward. After Endwalker. And honestly, I want to get there myself to judge it myself. But, like, I think from what I'm vaguely getting in, it's one of the biggest gripes is that it's, you know, a slower, more laid-back story from the highs of Endwalker, but, like, you can't tell a story of constant escalation without things get going fucking to shit. And sometimes you need a relaxation arc for the story. Oop, how the hell did that happen? So you can properly kick off the next high end action-packed shit. Shadowbringer and Endwalker's story were so good. Yeah, because they were, you know, building up on everything that came before, but, well, I think they mostly used up nearly everything they built up. I mean, there are definitely story elements that were there for them to use. For instance, I discovered the Mamalja come from the New World, which the moment I found out that little bit of lore in the Great Google Library, I was like, oh, that must mean we're finally going to learn more about these fuckers, outside the fact that they have a dance that makes people uncomfortable. Yeah, it's our break and build up before the next big arc, which is, yeah, it's just good storytelling. You need to have some of those. And I think part of the problem for me, from what I understand, okay, not from my perspective, but from what I see of other length is in other fiction I know, is that a lot of people just aren't particularly fond of story that doesn't have a lot of where the characters just take their time to talk, interact, and grow in low pace arcs. They just hit a lot of things I watch and follow. People just start screaming about stupid filler garbage, even when it's material that absolutely doesn't have filler by virtue of the fact that what filler is mean. But, like, you just can't have a story without breaks like that. I don't know what people were expecting. Like, even going into 5.1, the end of 5.1, it was obvious that the next arc would be Violent Evergarden. I don't know that one very well. Honestly, I haven't watched anime in a bit. Not that long, but you know, like the last new-ish anime I watched was All My Death Flags Lead to Doom. Not normally the genre I'm into, but like I heard good things about it once, got curious, and eventually gave in a lot. Outside of that, I like My Hero, but I've only seen up to season 6. I have heard a lot of really good shit about Fearin'. I think that one's the next one I'm gonna give a try, and that one seems like a whole bunch of slow-paced talking, but yeah, people seem to like that one, so. How about the story in the MC learning about human emotions? Yeah. Sounds neat. I like stuff like that. I know it's not a problem in every fandom, but it's one that pops up in a couple of different things, and just it irritates me. Alright, some of the parts of the show. Wow. Alright, let's get this going. That's good. Field trips. You know, I do enjoy, you know, stories based around that idea. Oftentimes, my favorite characters in media are characters that do have stories in some way like that, and shows and such that aren't normally about it. My favorite character in Star Trek
Next Generation, Data, my favorite character in DS9, Odo. Yeah, the characters who absolutely aren't like everybody else around them and don't fully get and understand everyone around them, but, you know, want to. Or for one of my favorite shows, Ruby, which is a show with a lot of negative stuff about it. Now, honestly, you're not someone who likes it. Cool. I don't want to argue about it. I stopped making reaction videos of that show entirely because I'm tired of getting into angry arguments about it. Alright, well. Yeah, that's perfectly fair. If you think it wasn't for you and you didn't like it, more power to you. I'll just say that for a lot of the big hatred and angry, Ice Kingdom was good. I have my own personal issues with a couple of moments there, but like overall I liked it. It was very interesting to see it get done in 2D animation and everything. Like, I won't pretend the show is perfect, far from it. It just, okay, so again, now I feel like I have to go into it a little bit, but I don't want to argue it. Just like for me, the show became some of its best in the later seasons. A lot of people prefer the early seasons, and that's more than fine, but a lot of people who make big sweeping videos and arguments about it use a lot of shit that is to, you know, explain why they hate it. Their examples are things that are often blatantly untrue and easily provable false. And I'm like, yeah, look, you don't have to like it. You can even be heavily critical of it and stuff. That's fine. A lot of the argument out there and criticisms and such are based in BS. There are some that aren't. And hey, if you try it out, if you just like, I didn't like it, more power to you. But yeah, like that, I used to do reactions to it. I made it up to the second to last season and went, nope. No, I'm tired of making videos where half the fucking reaction is me getting annoyed at people. Not even people in my own comments, just people in out there making complaints about the show. It's each own opinions, and they enjoy Ruby. I'm not watching it for some reason. More than fair. I mean, to be fair, after a certain point, it became fairly easy to fall off watching it because the show started to take after mini and anime and how long the next season would be. Since it took forever season 9 to come out, and now it's still entirely possible we'll never get the show's finale. If you didn't hear about it, the company that owns Ruby went under. It was dismantled by the company that owns them, and all the stuff was sold off. Some of the important creators were able to maintain connection to Ruby when it was sold off to Viz, but yeah. If you're interested in other reactions I did that don't involve arguments, then Founder Guy's coming back. And it's Tim and his wife. Yeah. Did you see the video he made? The one where he announces that he's bought the company back by having him come back to an empty fucking warehouse. It's like, hey guys, I'm back with the milk. What the hell happened? Fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was hilarious. Just incredibly well done. I've heard they want to do stuff with RBB, which is the only thing they still have access to, but that's about it. Oh yeah. But yeah, if you're interested in other reactions I've done that aren't likely to lead to arguments, let's see. I did a reaction series to Invincible. I haven't seen season 3 yet because I've been busy with this. That's the big thing I'm doing once I'm done with 14. After I do some reconfiguring with my setup and how I do the VTuber thing, which is just frozen. Hence why one of the reasons I need to redo how I handle this. Invincible. Let's see. I did the DuckTales show. That's one of my favorites. I did the later seasons of MLP. I see something that had a collab stream. Oh, that's neat. It's fun to know that those guys are still doing their things. But yeah, I did a couple other shows here and there, but those were the big ones. Yep. And I'm going to do the Fallout show too when I'm done with this. I put that off and for as a reaction thing. I'm going to do that along with Invincible season 3. But I never finished it. Yeah, I did, but legitimately, I only started getting back into recording reactions after the show was finished. I was planning on it, and I kept end up putting off, which meant ended up putting off watching it. It got to the point that the last 2 seasons, I think, I didn't do even a full series reaction. Instead, I did season 6. I believe that was the season that had my favorite character, very divisive, Starlight. I understand why she's very divisive, but I love that trash fire of a pony. She's hilarious. Her, a lot of her interactions are great. But yeah, I did that, and then like last 2 seasons of it, I just did I got a list of all the important episodes and streamed my reaction to that. And if I watched an episode I thought that I didn't react to, that I thought, oh, that should have been important, I did a short little review. Yeah, a lot of people didn't really like how she was handled, so they quit, from my understanding at that point. They didn't really like her as the scrappy do, but I did, mostly because she was just a very fun, again, trash fire, and her interactions with other characters were very fun. But yeah. But did I do any other big reactions? I mean, I think I've done a few, but those were the ones that stick out most of my mind, especially DuckTales. That's honestly the one I'm proudest of, reaction-wise. That series was fantastic. But yeah, like, anyways, yeah, that's me wrapping up the stream here. So, that's it. See y'all.